Hello, today we'll be going over what ships are worth getting in the 14.7 patch in the Name of Tomorrow event. So let's hop right to it. So as you can see in the Name of the Tomorrow event, there is going to be the BARF, the Arkangelsk, I have no idea how to say that name. If someone wants to tell me in the chat, you can let me know. Royal Sovereign as well, Orion, Bondcom for the currency, and the Missouri at the very bottom. There is one other ship that was added as well that's not in the event, the Amiral, the French hybrid, which I will also talk about as well if the ship is worth. So we're going to be talking about all these ships on which ones I think is worth and which ones I think it isn't worth. So if you guys have any questions on which particular ships or anything in details or your own experiences, definitely let me know. So let's get started. All right. So the big one itself, the BARF. So is the BARF worth it? No, it's not. Let's just be clear. 45,000 doubloons for a tier 9 DD? Like, hello? I'm sorry. 49,000 doubloons for a DD. I'm sorry. No. I'll talk a little bit about the BARF itself, and I'm gonna explain exactly why it isn't worth. Okay, so the ship itself, it's average. Okay, it's like a mini La Pampa, right? It's like a tier 9 version of it. All right, the gun DPM is really bad. The guns itself are terrible. I literally almost got outgunned by a Jaeger. I don't know if that's possible, but apparently it is. Apparently you have secondaries, so if you want to secondary somebody, go ahead. You know, great. 190 bucks for that. Torpedo tubes. It does have an interesting torpedo tube gimmick, though. You do get 10 torpedoes, and they reload one set at a time. And when you build into it, it goes down to about a 48, 49 second reload. So you get both torpedoes in 96 seconds, but you can just launch one torpedo at a time every 48 seconds, which is a really good DPM for torpedoes. It's really good. The torpedo range is 12 kilometers with 16,000 damage, and you can single launch them as well, but the torpedoes themselves are pretty slow. 62 knots, not the best. The concealment when you fully build this thing is pretty stealthy. Very, very, very stealthy for sure. Maneuverability, pretty slow, not very quick at all. Anti-air, it's actually garbage. Never mind. Depth charges, okay. The ship itself, it does get, let me see. I gotta remember what it has. It has an engine boost, a regular smoke, and a heal. Right? So, you have a lot of utility, right? You have a lot of utility to be able to use with this ship. I don't think it's worth 45,000 doubloons, right? It's pretty much a glorified torpedo boat, right? It's a torpedo boat, right? Tier 9. What ship can you get right now in the armory that is just a way better torpedo boat, right? You guys know where I'm going. That right there. Yup. This right here. You want a torpedo boat? That right there. That thing's a monster torpedo boat. And I just don't think that a tier 9 DD should be worth that much money. Now, if it was out of it and it wasn't in that Admiral pack, I'd be able to give it a little bit kinder of an opinion. But the fact that it's 45,000 doubloons, no, it's a hard pass. I do not think it's worth it, unfortunately. Moving on, let's talk about the Ark. I'm just gonna call it an Ark. So this costs 19,000 doubloons. That is roughly 19,000. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going, game? Okay, I'm trying to. Where are we going? Where are we going? 19,000 doubloons. Okay. 19,000 doubloons. That's about 80 bucks. 80 bucks or so. 80 bucks for a tier 7. All right. The Ark itself right? Its gimmick is a long-range sniper. Very accurate guns with a really good reload, right? So, it's a really good tier 7 sniper. Is it worth 80 bucks though? No, I don't think it's worth 80 bucks. 80 bucks for a tier 7? No. Like, that's a lot of money, okay? 80 bucks for a tier 7 isn't worth it. If you could just buy the ship itself, then I would recommend it. But it's in an Admiral pack. And that's just really expensive for a tier 7, right? I think it is. I think it's really expensive. If you guys think I'm going crazy, you can let me know. But I think that's 80 bucks for a tier 7 is pretty wild. If you could buy the ship itself, then I would recommend it a lot more. But I don't recommend it. It's just too expensive. Once it's out of the Admiral pack, sure. I would definitely think it's worth it. All right. So, moving on from there. Royal Sovereign. You guys may have seen me have this in port, and I bought 5 containers, right, just for the lull of it, and I got one. I got the Sovereign. I wasn't trying to get a ship. I was just trying to just open it to just see what I got, and I got the Sovereign. I was like, okay, cool. Dude, this thing has submarine surveillance, a super heal. It's a brawler. It's like a mini. What even is this thing? It's like a British West Virginia 44 with like super. This thing has a 660 meter turning radius. Like, dude, its max speed is really slow. 22 knots. Maybe like, yeah, 22 knots. Very slow. But this thing can freaking brawl, dude. Secondaries are amazing. Guns are good. It gets submarine surveillance. 6 kilometers. Hydro. 3-kilometer hydro. And a super heal. And to top it all off, this thing gets 1 extra kilometer range on the ASW at tier 7. It's normally 9. But for tier 7s, it's normally 9 for tier 7s, but this thing gets a 10-kilometer ASW. So its ASW is slightly better, and you get submarine surveillance. All right. It's a lot of fun to play. I've been playing in the new operation. It is a ball. In ranked, it's going to be a ball to play. It's going to be so much fun. And the fact that you turn so quickly in such a tight circle, you can dodge torpedoes very easily. And I mean very easily. That turning radius is like is legit a turning radius of a destroyer. This thing can turn on a dime. It is insanely maneuverable. Very fun to play. It is almost worth getting for $80. It's like on the brink. I almost think it's worth it. It's like, oh my God, it's just so good. Like, I'm having so much fun with it. I think it's amazing. So much fun to play. But $80 for a tier 7, I just can't bring myself to do it. I can't. But if you guys have the money for it, I would say increase the British Empire and get it, okay? It's just really fun to play, all right? I just think it's amazingly fun, okay? I think it's amazingly fun. If you want to get it, sure. Me personally, I would have waited until after it got out of the Admiral pack to do it, but I got lucky, and here we are, right? So that's my opinion of the Royal Sovereign. And the... Ugh. Honestly, just call this thing the Barf, okay? I don't even know how to say it, Barfleur. Just call it Barf, because the ship itself is like, ugh. Like, it's literally a tier 9 La Pampa, right? And it's meant to be a torpedo boat. And torpedoes aren't bad. It's just, there's just better tier 9 torpedo boats to play, right? I just don't think it's worth that much, all right? I don't know. I just don't think it's worth. With these tokens, Orion, fun. I think it's pretty fun to play. Definitely worth you want to get it. Boncom, no. Orion, yes. Boncom, no. You can use your tokens though to get premium containers though. You can do that if you'd like. Up to you. Now, the big thing in this event is the Missouri. So after the operation's done, so after the name of tomorrow operations are done, so after the fourth one is done, all the way down at the bottom, after that's all done, you get the reward. And the award, you get a reward for that. You get the San Diego, and then you get the right to buy the Missouri for 19,000 doubloons. Okay? Is the Missouri worth it? The answer might surprise you. Now, I'm just kidding. If you like history, Missouri's definitely worth it. But I feel a lot of the times that radar really makes you play really aggressive. Let's just do this for example. Rhode Island. I can't tell you how many times I've seen Rhode Island players play really aggressive, trying to catch someone with their radar. They play really too aggressive with that radar, and they get killed because of it, and then they complain that their team didn't support them. I feel like that's very common with the Missouri, and you can't play it like that. You have to play it long range, mid to long range, like in Iowa, spamming HE, spamming AP. And when you move in at the right time, when you're moving with your team, then you can radar. But if you try pushing earlier, then no. And I do think it's worth 19,000 doubloons. I do think so. 19,000 doubloons is, in math terms, 20,000. That's like $80. $80? What the? Huh. Tier 9 for $80. Good. Good deal. Take it. Yeah, 100%. That's great. Great. I love it. Get it. Yep, 100% get it. $80. Yep. Great deal. 100% recommend. Yep. Highly recommend. Great. Great ship. That's great. $80? Hell yeah. Good deal. So, those are those. And if you guys have any questions about any of these, please let me know. But I will do my best to explain them. If not, I will just point you in the direction of someone that does have them and can give you guys feedback. But I can give you direct feedback on the Royal Sovereign, these two, and the Missouri, because I do not have Ark and I do not have Barf. My experience with the Barf has been playing with High Fire, and him telling me about how he's been playing it and other stuff like that. And the Ark, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's cool. I just don't think it's worth $80. So yeah. All right. The final ship we're talking about, and I know you guys are gonna get mad at me because I got it, okay? But I only got it because I want all the steel ships, okay? It's not because I'm gonna play it, okay? I'm not gonna play it no matter what, all right? I'm never gonna play it. Even though people maybe play things for money, but like, as you can see, 0 XP, okay? In my next video, it's still gonna be 0. I'm not gonna have done anything in it, all right? No one's gonna maybe play it. All right, so let's just talk about it, okay? So we all know about the Hildebrand, right? We know about the Hildebrand, right? These things look very similar to each other, okay? One of them may have took inspiration from the other, like, I don't know, maybe. The Hildebrand is way more of a CV than a cruiser, while the Admiral is more of a cruiser than a CV. The Admiral gets skip bombers, while the Hildebrand gets torpedo bombers and like a dive bomber, right? You get HE AP with the guns throughout 330 millimeters. Survivability, you get 25 millimeter bow, okay armor, all over 32 millimeter, okay-ish armor, right? It's literally just a giant, it's like a Hildebrand, right? Armor is very similar. Actually, it actually has more armor on the deck than the Hildebrand. Wait, is it? No, wait a minute. No, so this has 30, and the Admiral has 32. Okay, that's interesting. So that's slightly more armor on the deck. Okay, so slightly more tank here. Speed, it's pretty fast, 34 knots for how big it is. You get that good old French acceleration, 20%. So that boy is going to be boosting it. And you have a repair, very nice. You do get fighters too. Those combat fighters. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I like that. I like that a lot. This thing has a consumable action time of 150 seconds. Those bad boys will be staying there for 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. That's a long time. And you get 8 of them. And they only spot 2 kilometers. So if you try to use them for spotting, it's gonna be bad, but they're great for protecting. Do I recommend this thing? Do I recommend this thing? I haven't played it yet. I've seen people playing it. You have to play it more like a cruiser than a CV, right? The cooldown on the skip bombers are 200 seconds. Whoa. Whew. You can definitely build into it though. But at the same time, that's a long time. Long time. I definitely don't recommend it as your first. This is like a ship meant for people that have a lot of steel just sitting around and you got nothing to do with it, like me. Like, I just have a lot of steel sitting around. I definitely do not recommend this as like your first steel ship. There's tons of better options as your first steel ship. I don't recommend this ship at all as your first steel ship. Maybe like down the road, yeah. But as your first, hell no. Save your steel for something else. And if you're wondering what steel ship to recommend, I have a video that you can go and watch just for that. Because I'm almost just focusing on the ships that are new to this event, this patch. And, well, we might as well just talk about, like, the dockyard. Do I think the Laffey's worth it? Yes, I think the Laffey's worth it. 5,000 doubloons to get it, 20 bucks. Hell yeah. Tier 10 America. Hell yeah. 20 bucks? Hell yeah. Recommend it. 100%. But, yes. There are tons of other steel ships that I think are worth it. 100%. This thing is more of a cruiser than a hybrid. And you only get 6 guns. And you're just a giant freaking damaged pinata. Okay? Like, you're just gonna get killed. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. You're just gonna get killed. You're not gonna have fun. It's just like, it's a very high skill level ship. It's just not worth as like a first. Down the road, yes. First, heck no. So, there's my review of the new ships that came into 14.7 patch. Overall, I think that this event is really good. If you want to buy some containers and you get lucky, great. But I don't recommend the BARF. Way too expensive. When it comes into the actual game and not in an Admiral pack, I would reconsider it more then. Ark, I reconsider it more when it's out of the Admiral pack. Sovereign, F it, just get it. Like, it's just so much fun to play. Just get it. Just get it. It is amazingly fun. Just get it. That's all I'm saying. Get it. It's just fun. Fun to play in the operation. It's just a ball. Okay? It's gonna be fun in the operation. It's gonna be fun in ranked. Overall, you're gonna have a ball. It is a competitor to the Scharnhorst 43. This thing is so much fun to play. So much fun. I love it. Just so much fun. Orion, sure. Malcolm, eh. Like, if you want to get these two, like, I don't know. If you want to get these, you can. And, of course, Missouri, 100% recommend. 100%. 80 bucks for a tier 9. Great deal. I think that's fantastic. Like, this is worth 80 bucks. That is not worth that. No. No. But overall, great event. I'm really excited for it. But yeah, I hope you guys like this kind of style of review. Going over what ships are new in the patches so you guys can get my open opinion on what I think is worth and not worth. If you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know. But no, I'm very, very excited about this patch. And I think that the next few months are going to be a lot of fun. It's going to have a lot of new ships. And overall, I think it's going to be great. And I'm super excited for it. Also, Also, topic here. Topic. No. No. Just skip over this section. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to buy the containers. No. Anyway. Like, this is an Ismo. It's a slightly more accurate Ismo. This is a Alas. This is the... What the heck is the Wukong? Oh, it's the Iran. And this is the Saipan, which is literally the worst CV in the game. If I see anyone in this ship, you got screwed. That's all I'm saying. Literally the worst CV in the game. Anyway, do not buy the Boros. It comes out in a month. And the month is when the new the early access for the German secondary cruiser line comes in, right? So that'll be coming in the line then. You can get it then for free in the tech tree. So you don't need to buy it, right? You can wait, you can be patient. But overall, those are my recommendations. And again, guys can also, with the Grand Voyage, you can earn tokens. These tokens here. You can earn your tokens here. You can convert them to doubloons or steel. Daily bonuses of 22,000. And then there's the GQ Johnny. I'm at 1% already, baby. Hell yeah. 1% already, dude. And if you do 5 battles a day, you get 1% per day for the 5 battles. So I think it's 5 battles a day. Technically it's 90 days, so I don't think that's a percent. I don't know. Decade at Sea, they're celebrating US's Navy stuff. That's super cool. Wait, no, sorry. This is 10th year anniversary for WoWs. This is the US Navy's birthday. And then we have the holiday season. That we get a tier 9 ship for free during Christmas. That's really nice. Pretty excited for that. But yeah, there's a lot of goodies that are going on right now, so I'd highly recommend you guys check it out. Also, not to mention, in patch 14.8, they're adding in pretty much a golden era WoW's game mode where you can, so the first week, so it does years of WoW's in like 2015, 2017, 2019, 2020, and 2022. And in each of those weeks, like each one of those years is like a week of gameplay. It goes up a tier. So the first tier is like tier 5 and tier 6, and tier 7 and tier 8, and so on and so forth, right? I have no idea who that is, but whatever. But overall, super excited for this patch. I think it's pretty cool. And I just can't wait. And yeah, I can't wait for that new game mode in 14.8. It's gonna be so much fun to play. And in that game mode, you it's limited to the ships of that era, of that time period. There is no CVs, no subs, no hybrids, no airstrikes of any kind, no F keys, no burst fires, no combat instructions, no gimmicks. Pure only destroyers, cruisers, and battleships, and just regular old ships. No gimmicks. It's going to be so much fun to play. Super excited for that. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you all in the next video. All right, deuces.